Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. It's your host, Platinum Eagle, and I'm in the building. I want to go ahead and talk to y'all for a minute. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, give me enough algorithms. I certainly appreciate that. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Alhamdulillah, I'm having a real good day myself. So I'm gonna go and get into this video. So we're hosting the Green Bay Packers, at home. Wild card week. This game is crazy because we started the season off beating Green Bay, and of course, inshallah, we'll end the season off for them. That is beating Green Bay. Of course, we got things to take care of, so we got to go forward. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a gimme type of game because it's NFL. You never really know. I would never go out there and say that we definitely gonna win any game. You know what I'm saying? But do I like how my odds is if the Philadelphia Eagles is playing Philadelphia Eagles football? Absolutely. If Eagles is playing Philadelphia Eagles football, we've been playing for weeks at a time. I'm taking us, not just because I'm a homer or nothing like that, because I'm not, well, maybe lightweight, low-key or whatever. But for real, on some real stuff, though, I'm picking us because I see what we have, and I see that, offense is really, really strong. They're going to go out there and score points on pretty much any team that's out there. The defense is good. Some teams kind of like shut us down somewhat on offense, but I think that was more or less before. We don't even talk about that no more. We moving forward. I'm going to talk about Lane Johnson and my lot of snubs. They didn't get the first team All-Pro. They got second team All-Pro. Man, stats don't lie. Like I always tell y'all, people do. I forgot who I got that from, but I like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't lie. Stats telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they should have got it. Mailata shut them down. His numbers is number one. I think Lane Johnson is number one. Sewell from the Detroit Lions ended up getting first team All-Pro instead of Lane Johnson. And, as far as I'm concerned, the numbers don't lie. Matter of fact, what I was trying to say is Lane Johnson had on his locker, I don't know if he put it there or somebody else put it there, but the locker is his stats versus Sewell's, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, it's not even a competition. It ain't not any comparison. Nah, but as far as I'm concerned, the NFL can keep their little accolades. I don't really care too much about accolades. That's why I wasn't really tripping about Saquon Barkley breaking the record last week, though it would have been very, very nice and very special for the franchise, for Saquon Barkley, his family, his legacy, so on and so forth. But they can keep their accolades, you know what I'm saying? We want the Lombardi Trophy. As long as we get the Lombardi Trophy, bro, the other teams can all have all them accolades as far as I'm concerned. We want the Lombardi Trophy. We hoist that again in the city of Philadelphia. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. That's what Philadelphia Eagles faithfuls want to see. I know some of y'all are probably watching like, no, I don't care to see that. But still, you know what I'm saying? You got to be Eagles fan to really love that. You know what I mean? And I'm sure if your team was in the playoffs or if they're in the playoffs, I'm sure you feel the same way about your team. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. We supposed to, right? At the end of the day, we fans, and, you just show our fandom sometimes. So that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But alhamdulillah, I think the Philadelphia Eagles' chances against all opposers in the playoffs, I think I take us. Now, don't be wrong. I'm not saying I don't think we can get beat by any team that's in the playoffs. I'm not saying that at all. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to hear me out. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying pretty much is I'm taking my odds, whether that can happen or not, them beating us or not. I'm taking my odds. If we're playing Philadelphia Eagles football, I'm giving us the nod every single time, and I think that we'll win the game every single time. Making the other team, commit turnovers. We get the ball, punch the ball out, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying? Playing gritty defense, going to get the quarterback, going to get the running back if he's running, that's what I'm talking about. We playing Philadelphia football like that. I take us, and I'm not just saying this game. We got 4 more games in theory to go ahead and take care of business in. 4 more games. You put it in like that, you put it in perspective like that, and go ahead and attack one game at a time. I'm taking us over any other team that's in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. I'm not overconfident, as you can see. I'm just telling you, I can see it both ways. But I can see us at the end of it, coming up with the Lombardi Trophy because, like I said, Detroit Lions, they're a pretty good team. They're a formidable offense. But like I said before, I think our defense can stifle their offense. We're the number one defense. There's, I don't know what number, at least 1, 2, or 3 offense. That right there will try to kind of neutralize things, I think. But we, on the other hand, have an offense that's way stronger than their defense. They might got some guys coming back. I heard they got some guys coming back. But our offense can go out there and, put up points on anybody. And, and their defense, even if they get some guys back, They got a whole bunch of guys injured. Besides that, their defense wasn't all that. I'm sorry, if I'm keeping it a buck, their defense was pretty good at first before all them guys started getting injured. So I'm not trying to say that about them. I'll be lying, I'll be capping, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing all that. But what I'm saying is, they only will have a few guys back, and their defense have been giving up a lot of points. The Detroit Lions, that is. They've been getting up a lot of points, so I think that we can put up a lot of points on them, and we can actually stop them some of the times where other teams might have gave it to them on defense. In theory, of course. Follow me? So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Only time will tell, right? Inshallah, Allahu Alam. But talking about the situation at hand, in this game, they're coming the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, their offense is pretty good. They put up a lot of points. They can put up some points. They didn't put up that many points last week against the Bears. Of course, I know division rivals. They didn't play all that strong against Detroit. I know another division rivals. Lately, they haven't been playing all that good. So their run game, and they lost Watson. I think Christian Watson, I think that's his name. Their wide receiver, he's putting up some points. In a game against us, he got us a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they got some guys that's out. So, do I think the Eagles can take advantage of this here? And even if they were fully strength, we beat them fully strength on week 1. So, and we beat them kind of like in a sloppy game where Jalen Hurts threw the ball away very early in the game twice. And, you know, but like I said, since the bye week, you know, we've been a lot different. You know, I think he turned the ball over 3 times in that game. I'm mistaken. It was crazy. You still end up winning. What we need to do on defense is stop the run. Josh Jacobs go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Josh Jacobs go nowhere. The other wide receivers are good, but they're not elite, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like the way our secondary, they clamp down. You ain't getting too many yards on them. And the bend but don't break defense by Vic Fangio, you know, it's good sometimes. I've been on record saying I don't love the scheme, but it has been working. So they haven't given anything over the top so much this I don't know, last 10, 11, 12 games. So the Philadelphia Eagles, if we can just stop the run, I think we're all good. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe Jordan Love, though he hadn't been throwing interceptions, I think since November 17th, even so, if he's forced to just rely on his arm, I like our chances on defense to be able to stop him, you know, get one of them late turnovers, maybe 1 or 2 in a game from Jordan Love. And like I said, Jordan Love's a pretty good quarterback. He's not, you know, in my opinion, he got some growing to do, but, you know, I don't think this is his finished product is what I'm saying. But I think he will be a pretty good quarterback down the road if he keeps up in his game every offseason. Like I said, stop the run. Josh Jacobs, don't let him run on you. Low key, he had a pretty good outing against us on the first game of the season. But like I said, we ended up clamping down at the end of the game, and you know, we kind of stopped him a little bit more. So, but yeah, so that's another thing we got to do. Of course, stop the run. You know what I mean? Defense got to make sure they do their thing. As long as Jalen Hurts can come back into the game without showing very much rust and still picking up where he left off, more or less, I think we're going to be good. Jalen Hurts, we already know Saquon Barkley going to do a lot of the bulk of the load. You would imagine anyway that Saquon Barkley would more or less be the premier, if you will. So when you get into some type of rhythm, you know, that'll kind of slow the game down as well. You know, of course, I don't think it's going to be all that bad for him. The reason why I say that because, like I said in the last video, Jalen Hurts played with the team for about 12 weeks. Since he playing with the team about 12 weeks, I don't think that maybe if it was like 5 weeks and week 5 it happened, week 7 it happened, or something like that, then yeah, maybe I think more about Russ' situation. But he played more football than he's been out, way by a long shot, by 3 or 4 times, right? So I don't think he's going to be rusty personally. I think he's going to be okay. I think he'll still, you know, have that connection that he had with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. I'm sure, Dallas Goedert's in the game, Cal Katera, you know, Saquon Barkley, whomever's in the game. I'm sure he'll have that same type of chemistry. It might be, you know, tweaked just a little bit. You'd expect some type of, you know what I'm saying, bad thing to happen if you want to keep it honest. But as far as saying he's regressing and all that stuff, I don't see that happening. And it could happen, Allahu Alam. We'll see in the near future. But I seriously don't think that's going to happen. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be fine. He'll be, I think after a while of maybe the first, second, third series, he'll get into a rhythm and, you know, he'll be back like he never left. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think we'll be all Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts is coming back from the concussion. And like I said, it's been about 3 weeks almost that he's been out. So everybody with Hurts is relatively healthy. And that's a great thing that we're moving into the playoffs with all our guys, starters on the field. That is nothing to be, you know, discounted or not talked about. That's huge for the Philadelphia Eagles. So So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Oh yeah, I want to mention Penn State. You know what I'm saying? I am a Penn State fan. I ain't gonna lie. I know it's off the subject. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna do a little segment like that right there where I talk about a little something that's different from with the Philadelphia Eagles and all that stuff. I think that's kind of cool as well. As long as YouTube ain't got a problem with it, I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it. Whatever. Penn State did fight against Notre Dame, but it was pretty much no match, man. I ain't gonna say like no match. They hung in there, but I mean, you just seen they had a 10-point lead and then they caught back up. It was 10-0 at first. Penn State was up, then they caught back up. It's kind of like indicative of what I see when they play Ohio State. They'll start off pretty strong, and then after that, the play call is kind of conservative, and it's kind of like I'm not playing to win anymore. I'm just trying to keep you from dominating the game type of situation. I don't know. Anyway, I can't really take them serious. Penn State, though I'm gonna root for them. You know what I'm saying, it is what it is. I only really got one team, like I said before. I sacrifice all of them. You know what I'm saying? All of them losing every single game for 100 years, as long as the Philadelphia Eagles won. I'm sorry, 99 years. I'll take that back. 99 years. So I do love them. But that 1 year is when they can have it. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles won 99 times, and they can have 100. You know what I'm saying? So I love them like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I ain't really heartbroken about no other team losing except the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's me keeping it all the way, you know what I'm saying, up being with you. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I want to mention that. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty good game though, the Penn State game, and it was a little something to watch. So I've been watching and enjoying the bowl games. You know what I mean? Texas lost last night against Ohio State. I kind of figured that. Of course, I hate to see Ohio State winning, but I got to give it to them. Ohio State is like that. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State's been like that. You know what I'm saying? Penn State ain't beat them since I've been watching college football. I think about 2016-ish. You know what I'm saying? They ain't beat Ohio State not one time. You know what I'm saying? That's their kryptonite. You know what I mean? And Michigan sometimes. You know what I mean? But anyway, Platinum Eagles out of here, man. I just want to go ahead and reach out to y'all a little bit before y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Inshallah Sunday. And I love y'all. Platinum Eagle in the building. We'll talk to y'all later. I just want to poke my head out. One.